Hello everyone, welcome to Think Academy. Today we are going to explore questions from KMC. Let's see. Our topic is counting cubes. How to count cubes? Can we find a smart method to do this one? Let's see from some questions. Okay, for the first question. Peter built a podium as shown in the picture. It's a good podium, right? And how many cubes did he use? Okay, you see how to count it. In fact, when we are going to count cubes, we usually use one method that is called to mark numbers on top face. So what does it mean? For example, if in this column there is only one cube, we mark the top face with 1. So, because when we are going to count something, if we don't want to miss any part, or if we don't want to repeat any part, we usually will count in order and find an order to follow that. In cubes, we will count it by column. So let's count by column. And there is also another rule, because you can see for this column, can we see all cubes in this column? There is one cube here. It is hidden. So how can we know how many cubes are in this column? There is a rule. Let's see. How many floors can we find in this shape? The first floor, the second floor, and the third floor. So that means there are 3 floors altogether in this shape. And then let's count. If the top cube is in the third floor, that means there should be 3 cubes in this column. And if the top cube is in the second floor, that means there should be 2 cubes in this column. Now we can mark all top face step by step. Also follow a type of order from back to front or from left to right. Okay, so let's see. From left to right, there are all 2 because all the top cubes is in the second floor. And for this part, for the middle part, they are all should be marked with 3 on the top face because the top one is in the third floor. And let's see this part, they are all marked with 1 here. So we can see there are 4 2, 4 3, and 4 1. Let's add them together. 2 times 4 plus 3 times 4 plus 1 times 4. So equals to 24. You can also take all 4 out and add 2 plus 3 plus 1 together to get the answer very quickly. So 24 cubes are in this shape. Let's choose E. Okay, so let's try this method in the second question. Here, which shape can we make with just 10 cubes? Okay, let's count them one by one by using counting order and column by column. Let's mark it. So here we can see in the option A there are 3 floors. So this one is in the top cube is in the third floor. So here should be 3 cubes in this column. Let's mark 3. And from back to front is our order to follow for this term. We can mark it with 2 here. And also the left column can be marked with 1. So we have 3 plus 2 plus 1 should times 5 here. That is equal to 10 cubes in option A. Wow, it's just 10. It's just the answer. Let's check with the following 4 choices. For option B, we can mark it now. So here, 1 cube in this column, and for this column, the top cube is in the third floor. So here should be 3 cubes in this column. And for this one, it's 1 again, because we are counting from back to front and left to right. And for this column, there should be 2. And for the second row, this is the first row, and this is the second row. And there should be 2, and there is still 1. Let's see. We have 1, 3 plus 2 times 2 plus 1 times 5 here. So the answer should be 12. The answer should be 12. Yes, exactly. So 12 cubes in option B. Let's see option C. Okay, so mark top face with number first. Here we can see there are 2 columns in the bank, and the two taller columns, they all have 3 cubes. So let's mark it with 3. And also between them there is still 1 cube column, and we still have 2 1 here. So altogether we have 2 3 and 5 1. The answer should be 11. And let's see this one. It is quite simple, right? All column around the middle one, that should be only marked with 1. And for the middle one, it is the top cube is in the 1 2 3 4 5th floor, so we can mark it with 5. And there should be 5 plus 6 1, so 6 times 1 equals 11. So there should be 11 cubes in option D. And let's see the last choice. Let's mark it. There is 1 in the bank, don't forget it. And here for the second row we can see 1 1 and the 3rd floor, so it should be has 3 cubes in this column, and it's still 1 1. Okay, the remaining column only has 1 cube in this column, so we can find 1 3 plus how many 1? Let's count it. 1 plus 4 plus 3, so the answer is 8. And altogether, here are 11 cubes in option E, so the answer should just be A. And if we count in order and column by column, cubes can be easily counted and we can get the correct answer. Let's see the last one. Okay, it's a bit different. The picture shows a group of building blocks and the plan of that group. Some ink has dropped onto the plan. What is the sum? What is the sum of the numbers under the ink blots? Let's see. What does this plan mean? It means the arrangement of cubes in this picture, in this shape. Let's see. Here from the back to front, it just has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows. It's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. And let's see in each column how many cubes are in each column. Here, this is 3 cubes because the top cube is in the 3rd floor, and here should be 4 cubes because it just has 1 more floor than the 3rd one. So between them, how many cubes are in this column? Let's see. This is just between 3 and 4. This number should be marked with 2 because it is just has 1 fewer floor than the 3rd one, than the 3 cube column. Okay, let's see this one. It is just behind the 4 cube column, so it should be this column. And it is just has 1 fewer floor than the 4 cube column, so it has 3 cubes in this column. So let's mark it with 3 and let's mark it with 2. And the sum of the 2 numbers should be 5. Add 2 and 3, we can get 5. That's quite simple, right? Okay, so you see, if we can summarize some pattern when we count cubes and find a certain order to follow, we can count cubes much more easily. Okay, so that's all for today's lesson. See you next time. Bye!